Hey guys, it's KJ48 and welcome back to my Space Engineers multiplayer server Let's Play. This is Season 1 and we're here with TheImperatorPat and this is Episode 7. Okay, so what are we going to do? You want to build the base out this way and into that wall, right?
Yeah.
Like both ways?
Fine.
Okay.
We need to gather a couple more materials so we can make more stuff to throw in the welder ship, but other than that...
Oh, that's right, we were really low on materials, weren't we?
Well, actually, we can just grind away my ship for now. I'm gonna actually just steal some steel plates.
Why don't you grind away your ship and I'll go mine.
Yeah, sure. I suppose you can just hop in the mining ship and go to town.
All right. So what are we looking for? Okay. Let's see what we need here. Well, we definitely need a lot of steel plates, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Well, iron's one of the things we have a pretty good amount of, but we're gonna need gold. You got to remember this because I have a terrible memory.
Yeah.
Gold. We can always use silicon, even though we don't. We have a lot. We can still use more. Gold, nickel, cobalt, silicon. Forget it. I'll just get everything I see.
Yeah, pretty much everything, except for stone. Stone, magnesium, and uranium. Well, we could probably still use uranium, but for building, we don't generally need it.
All right. I'm just gonna let you guys know watching this video. I'm not sure why, but I'm lagging horrendously bad on this world. And you know, we haven't done anything on this world really. I mean, what, 6 videos worth? I mean, that's,
yeah.
You know, we've done almost nothing, and I'm not quite sure what the deal is. But yeah, we're lagging real bad. Well, I am, and
yeah, I'm managing to eke out around 30 frames a second, which is not normal for this game. Usually, I can get at least 40 or 50.
Yeah, yeah.
Even in my single-player world where I have so much stuff.
Yeah, I went in my single-player world right before this video. And, you know, I have a lot more going on in that than in here. And, yeah, I was getting like 60, 65 frames a second. It was incredible. But, you know, there's a lot of stuff going on in this game. Who knows? There's been updates. There's been all kinds of stuff. So we'll just make do. Because we know you guys want to see these videos. So we're going to make it happen.
Oh, yeah. Part of the reason we might be getting a crappy frame rate is, well, look, there's 2 ships out there, and they're large ships, too. The military escort and military transporter are the 2 largest ships that spawn.
And they'll eventually, like, go away, right? Like,
yeah, they'll eventually go away. And they despawn. A lot of people think that they don't despawn. They do despawn.
Yeah, we turned on the auto trash thing and just get rid of any trash. And, you know, thank God this is the kind of game where, you know what, I'm getting 20 frames a second. It really doesn't bother me that much. I'm getting used to it. You know, some games, if you're getting that, it's like, you might as well not even play.
Yeah. So, in this game, you can manage.
That's one thing nice about building games. You know, you just kind of, deal with it. I remember playing Minecraft, man. With Minecraft, every time they did an update, you would drop like 20 frames for like a month.
Oh yeah, I had such a bad computer back in the day when I played Minecraft.
Oh, connection problems.
Connection problems.
All right, I'm good now.
Okay, you're good? Okay.
I've never seen that before. That's interesting. I played this game a lot on multiplayer.
Yeah, and I have a very good connection. I have like...
It might be on my end, who knows?
20 megabytes per second.
Or it could be Steam. There's a lot of things when you're playing online.
Yeah, you know, sometimes Steam drops. A lot of times I'm talking online with my friends and all of a sudden the call hangs up because, well, Steam.
Gotta love Steam. Actually, I do love Steam. I know that sounded sarcastic, but no, it's not. I do love Steam.
Yeah, gotta love the summer sale that's going on.
Dude, I've been waiting for this game. We're not talking a lot about the game right now, guys, and I apologize. We will be talking more about the game, but, you know, we're just kind of mining and stuff, so we're going to talk about whatever we can to try and entertain you. But I've been waiting for this game called Rocksmith on Steam forever, and it's been like $60 the whole time, and I'm like, I don't know if I want to pay $60 for that. And it was on 75% sale yesterday, and I got it. It's great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one where they actually teach you how to play actual guitar?
Yeah, I have a guitar. I used to be in a band.
Oh,
and,
nice.
I haven't played in a long time. I basically forgot everything. But, you know, yeah, I mean, I have my guitar, and I actually ordered the little dongle like 6 months ago. And I was like, when that goes on sale, I'm going to buy it. And I did.
And there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's really fun. The way the game works, it kind of like, it like changes the notes it gives you based on how you're doing while you're playing it. It like changes like on the fly. Like if you miss a bunch of notes, it'll make it a little easier in the middle of the song.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's like smart programming right there.
Yeah, yeah. And then you play the songs multiple times. Each time you play it, you get more and more through the song. And then when you play it once and it says good performance, and you've maybe got 10% of the song. then they'll up it and they'll like give you more notes to play during the song, and then they'll say, you know, depending on how you do, great performance or good performance or whatever, and then you'll be at you know 18% of the song, and then every time you play it, they'll just add a little bit more to it, and the song list is pretty decent too.
And I take it they're songs that a lot of people know.
Yeah, yeah. There was some Nirvana on there because I played Nirvana back in the day. There's Foo Fighters. There was Rolling Stones, like Def Leppard. I mean, yeah,
still decent music.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So that was really fun. I got that on sale, so that was pretty cool. Have you bought anything or?
I got the Stanley Parable and FTL because a lot of people wanted me to play FTL, so I might do a short let's try of FTL, but that's about it. Stanley Parable is a great game if you've ever played it.
You seem like an FTL guy.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know.
No, you're not liking it. Did you play it?
It's all right. I like the dungeon crawler type games, and that's essentially what it is. So, but
right. There's this new game out that is kind of like reminds me a little bit of FTL, except it's like a tower defense game. God, I can't remember the name of it. I shouldn't have brought it up, but it's like a new game, and you like kind of fly the ship along, and you got to put engines and stuff on your ship, and you're like taking cargo, and yeah, I forget the name of it. Probably should have known that before I talked about it, but
is it? It's not. Was it one that was released at E3 or something? Maybe?
Oh, I don't know.
Because the one game that I'm really looking forward to is, if anybody's heard of it, it's called No Man's Sky. Totally look it up. I really can't give it justice explaining it right now. I might put a link in the description to the E3 release, but it looks absolutely fantastic. It's like a dungeon crawler in space, full 3D with beautiful art direction, and it just looks great.
Well, when you watch the video, you'll watch me fail. I don't know how I failed on that, though. I just spit some stuff out of my ship using the ejectors, and it kind of went in a way I didn't expect it to.
Huh. Interesting.
There we go.
Speaking
I think it's the gravity. It's like, yeah, the gravity's pulling down to the side. Oh, because we're not using the ship gravity anymore.
We're
using, okay. So that, ha, guys. I know you're all laughing at me, but not totally my fault. But still funny.
Don't worry. Speaking of fail, I pretty much failed. I ground off part of my ship, and now it's floating away. So you're not the only one that's
yeah, but that's an easy fail. You didn't, like, drop oars all over the ground.
Yeah, part of my ship's floating off.
That happens. That happens a lot. You never know when something's connected to you. Like, oh, I could cut that off, and then, boom, something's flown away.
Yeah. Alright, I got a lot more steel plates, so if we want to start making the base...
Okay.
We should have enough to at least finish the floor, I think. Maybe. Do you want to put a refinery in the base, or?
Yeah, I think we should make like a serious base, like a.
All right.
Why? Do you want to like?
Nah, I thought that that'd be fine.
What are you thinking?
Well, I was thinking maybe just maybe, because you can turn bases into ships. You can make a ship that is a base that you can change back into a ship. Just add a couple of engines. It doesn't have to be a very powerful thing. Kind of like, you know, back in the old StarCraft days, you could move your Terran bases around. I don't know if you've ever played StarCraft.
How does that work? Like when the so did you want to make two bases or?
Well, actually, just one base.
Yeah.
We'll have to disconnect it from the asteroid, but we'll put one engine in each direction, so that we can fly the base if we wanted to move it. Actually, you know what? I don't know if that's a good idea, because this is in a pretty precarious spot right now.
Well, you turned off... that's another thing. He did turn off the asteroids. So...
Yeah.
That helps us out. You know, we could move around. Yeah, it might be hard to move a base out of here. Well, maybe.
Well,
Probably.
maybe making a mobile base is for later. We can keep this as a stationary base for now, I guess.
Well, another thing is, like, we could always grind out a lot of these rocks that are in the way and eventually move this thing anyway.
If we wanted to. But I think that would actually take a lot of effort.
Yeah.
I had to grind away some
We should make a 16 drill ship.
A 16 drill ship.
Yeah.
There we go.
No, big drills. You can put those on ships now.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Honestly, they actually don't drill that much more than normal drills.
I never liked the idea of them, and I'll tell you why. Because you're drilling a lot of stuff you don't mean to. I don't like big ships for a lot of things. I don't like grinder ships. Actually, a big grinder ship would be nice. But I really don't like big welding ships because, like, you need to be able to maneuver and get in there and, like, you know, be... I think maneuverability goes a long way. So I don't know. Yeah,
it does.
I was actually mentioning on my last Let's Play of this game, or one of my last videos I put up. You know, most of the I would say most of the things in this game you don't even really need. You just do it because it's fun. You know, like I don't know if you've noticed that about this game. Like more than a lot of other games. Like I don't really need this. This isn't necessary, but I'm gonna do it because it's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, it's kind of funny with that. This game has a lot of that.
I mean, there are things that I've built in my single-player world that I don't think I've ever used since I've built them. It's just I wanted to build them, so I built them. But I know you were talking about large ships not being useful. I think the only thing that they're actually useful for is attacking the large military ships, because your small ships do take a lot of damage when you try to attack.
So how does that work? Like you just put the auto turrets on and they automatically attack their turrets?
Actually, I don't usually put the auto turrets on because the auto turrets have they prioritize targets very like
yeah, they'll
poorly.
destroy the ship when all you need to do is destroy the turrets.
Yeah, they'll either destroy the ship or say you shoot off a piece of debris, they'll instantly go after the debris instead of the ship, which is really bizarre. So I actually just put the large missile cannons on my ship. I had a gunship that I did.
And you aim them yourself?
And you aim them yourself.
Is that easy or it sounds difficult?
It works kind of well because you can have a higher rate of fire. You can auto-load your missiles, and your ship can take a lot more damage.
Missiles don't lock on, though. How do you hit stuff?
It's tricky, put it that way. It's very tricky.
Okay.
I don't know. I play a lot of flight sims, so I can lead the target all right, so... But... people that watch my videos probably don't believe that I play flight sims, judging by how I fly. But
well, the depth of field in this game is very strange, and I'm not sure if that's like realistic for space or if it's just kind of off. Because like I crash into stuff a lot of times. And I'm like, wow, I didn't even think I was close.
You don't have anything to really judge distance, so that's kind of why a lot of people crash.
Well, because normally in real life you'd have a computer doing all of it. One thing I would love to see in this game is computer-controlled navigation. That would be cool. Yeah. Imagine you start off here and you see that military miner 14,000 meters away. You get in your ship, you tell it to go to the military miner, intercept, and you sit. That's the way it would work in real life. That's the way the Millennium Falcon does it. You know, like they like set up a course before they go to light speed, so they don't bounce into supernovas or off planets or go through suns. You know, they don't just and like I always thought that it was the cool thing about big ships is the thing that makes big ships cool is you can fly, you can like walk around them, but you can't really walk around them because you're flying them. And like I think it would be cool to set a course and then be able to walk around your ship.
Yeah,
that would be neat.
You technically can walk around your ship if you turn off inertial dampeners and you turn on your gravity generator. But yeah, I've accidentally killed myself by not turning on my inertial dampeners, and I essentially go flying into the nearest wall and faceplant and die. So.
I can't tell you how many times my welders have killed me.
Yeah, same here. It happens.
Sometimes I'll get out of my ship and like they'll just push me right into the welder somehow. I don't even know how it works. I'm like, oh my goodness.
Oh, of course.
I love me some welding ships though.
Yeah, speaking of which, I suppose we probably can get to a little bit of welding, maybe?
Yep, I'm on it.
Awesome.
I spent an entire night on a stream figuring stuff out. As far as like, what I want to do is for my single player world is I want to make, and we could do it on here too. It'd actually be a pretty good idea. I like to do modules. Okay, you have one main ship, and then you have modules. You have welding modules. You have grinding modules, maybe weapons modules. And I mean, I guess you could do drilling modules, but I probably wouldn't do that because I already have a 6 drill ship ready to go. And basically what those are is you use the merging blocks to connect onto them. Like, basically you'll have like 3 welders in a row. And behind the welders you will have, what's what I'm looking for? The,
connectors?
No, not the connectors. The conveyors.
Oh, the conveyors.
Okay,
yeah.
But the thing is, you need a small or medium cargo container in behind the third one, and I'll get into that later. Man, I took a long... Right. This was like an entire, like, 4-hour stream where I was figuring this out. Okay? So behind those, on the right-hand side, you put a collector. On the left-hand side, you put a connector. And in the middle, you put a merging block. Now you that's a module. Now you make your ship. And you can make the back end of your ship however you want. But the sides have to be... the collector has to be on the left. The connector... The ejector has to be on... I'm going to call it ejector because connector and collector are way too close. So you put the ejector on the right and the collector on the left. And you put the merging block in the middle. Now you can merge to that ship and you now have a welding ship. And you can move items behind the collectors and connectors on the ship have to be medium cargo containers.
Nice.
So now you have medium cargo containers on your ship, you have a storage ship, and you can move them in between whatever module you're using. Like, say if you have a module that's a grinding ship, obviously you wouldn't move anything to the grinding ship, to the grinding module. You would grind, and then you would, through connectors and collectors, you move everything from the module, the grinding module, to your ship. And then you take that same ship, and you go to your welders, and boom, you take everything that's in that ship, you move it through connectors and collectors into your grinding module, and then you go ahead and into your welding module, and you go ahead and weld.
Interesting.
And it works, but oh man, now this is I was telling the ImperatorPat earlier, guys, that I had something I wanted to rage about. I'm not going to rage about it, but I'm going to voice my displeasure with it, and maybe there's a reason for it, but if there is, I don't get it. Conveyors and collectors on small ships have different large outputs on the back than they used to. Actually, I'm not sure about conveyors. Conveyors might be the same, but they changed the collectors.
Yeah, they did change.
Yeah.
I think they changed... Let me take a look. They changed quite a bit.
Well, the collectors on small ships cannot output big items, which, I mean, let's face it, if you're not outputting big items, you're wasting your time. Like, if you don't have one of those big output things, you're wasting your time, unless you're dealing with ores. But, you know, if you want to put batteries and, like, or motors and, like, little things through, you basically want to be able to move everything through that.
Pretty much, yeah.
So, having the small ones is, first of all, it's a waste. And second of all, without that big output on the back of a collector, I have to, like, run a tube up, or to the side. It has to go up, actually. And it doesn't look right. I'm going to have to build this. It's really hard to explain.
Okay.
But the fact that, let me just put it this way, okay? Collectors and connectors are, they work together. Like, you use them in tandem. You want to be able to move things to and from things. And the connector outputs to the back, or actually it doesn't output, it inputs, so it spits stuff out. It inputs from the back and then spits stuff out. The collector gets things and it outputs from the side. So you can't make anything look symmetrical, because when you have a collector, stuff's going out the side, and when you have a connector, stuff's coming out the back.
Yeah, I suppose.
I was so mad.
It'd take a lot of planning. I honestly don't understand the big and small thing, because, I mean, you can fit everything on your engineer, and your engineer's not that big.
It doesn't make any sense. I don't see the logic behind it. I'm thinking that it's not as intended, and whatever, they'll deal with it later. Like, it's not a big deal to them.
I think they're probably actually just going to switch everything over to the larger ones eventually.
That's what I'm hoping.
Which would be fine. It's just, if everything was all one size, it would be a lot easier, right?
I don't mind there being small ones, but I think they should allow you to decide where the large and small outputs are. That's all.
Yeah, I can understand. Or at least give you, like, better blocks that... Well...
Yeah, I don't even know if I explained that. It's really hard to explain without building it. But, man, what a nightmare. Like, because I had it all set up. I had the build working. And the build worked because the collectors had a large output on the back. And they changed that. And it screwed up my whole build, and I took an entire stream trying to figure out how to make a build again. I eventually got it. I actually on stream, once I made the build, I recorded it so I would remember for my Let's Play.
Yeah, very nice. And just like you, I accidentally threw out a whole bunch of ore out this side of
Yeah,
this.
I see it going on the ground right now.
Yeah, I had to turn it off because I think I'm going to add some curved pipes to it so it just kind of throws them down.
Well, yeah, that ship will, once we get the refineries and stuff going on this place, it won't matter. And we need to keep the refineries separate from storage. It's very important because, again, with the whole conveyor system, you know, with the conveyor tubes and stuff, you know, you're gonna want to spit stuff out to your ship. Like, let's say we have a big welding ship, which we will. We'll have a nice welding ship, you know, set up. And what we'll do is we'll make a system where it spits out everything, because you can't really choose what to spit out. But the thing is, you can't have your refinery in the system, because then it's gonna spit out the ores as well. And there's no reason to have ores being spit out of your refinery. Not even the processed ores. No,
you really don't want to have that happening.
I learned that on my single-player world as well. I had to make like I took my crafting room, and then I also have a storage room, and they're separate now.
Okay.
Man. Alright, well, that's enough welding for this.
Right, so how's it looking there?
Now. I don't know, this is all I did so far.
Okay, let's take a look. Oh, well, you finished most of it, actually. Alright, fill in a couple of these blocks here, because I think they got destroyed. But other than that, yeah, it's looking nice. Do you have any steel plate left in here?
Oh yeah, there should be.
Okay. Alright, I'll finish this then.
Okay. I'm not sure which way we... You know what? Try to decide how I want to do this. This is the part of the video where I would pause it if I was making a single-player world. I'm just trying to figure out how we want to make this. Do you have any ideas where you want to put the... Actually, you know what? Is that going to come out much farther?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's good like it is, right?
I think it is, yeah.
Farther.
I mean, maybe if we'll add on to it later, but right now it's going to be fine.
Oh, you know, we kind of messed up. We didn't make the floor interior walls. Ugh. We could replace that later. Maybe we'll replace that. Maybe we'll replace that someday off camera or something. Me and you just hanging out or something.
Yeah, because I might be able to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have to have the floors be interior walls, but
yeah, I'm so anal. I'm anal with that kind of stuff, man.
Yeah, I know it does look a lot nicer.
By the way, the interior walls, I don't like them as walls. I'll never use them again.
Really?
I use them on my single player world. I think they look okay, but I don't think they look as good. And they're way more expensive and way harder to make. And, you know, I don't think they're that good. I think they work great as floors. But, yeah.
Yeah, they work good as floors. I like the lighting that they give you, but that's about it.
Well, they don't really give that much light. Like, at least not on my world. Like, they're lights, but they don't really produce light. I still had to put lights in my base.
Yeah, they don't actually produce light, but they look like they produce light. Is what essentially is going on.
Yeah, I mean, I guess they're okay. I don't know. I don't think what you have to go through to get them is worth it.
No, I understand. See.
I'm just gonna make a bunch of random stuff in here.
All right, I'm sure we can use it.
Yeah, I pretty much have an idea of what we'll need.
Okay. I think maybe later on we'll build a little landing pad out of heavy armor blocks, but right now this is going to be good for the base itself. Because you don't really want to be landing ships on light armor blocks because you do damage them whenever you take off with the thrust damage on.
Did I damage them? I didn't see it.
They do, but they're generally easy to fix and don't actually require any steel plates to fix. It's just they damage.
I'm not used to playing with thruster damage, man. Like,
that's alright. It happens.
Alright, so I'm thinking we should put the refinery on the outside so it's easy to just come in and dump all our stuff. Well, we could put the refinery in the back and run tubes to it, too. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, sure, why not?
I guess what we really need to do is start digging out this area because this rock is in the way. We could really use another drill ship.
Yeah, we really could. One for each of us or whatever. It'd really, really speed up the process of mining.
You feel like making one or you want me to?
I suppose I can make one. I have been mining and grinding all this episode, so I can do something useful.
Okay. Alright guys, that's going to be it for episode 7. We'll see you next time for episode 8. Till then, take it easy.